Today, I'm going to be travelling with CrossCountry on one of the Class 221 Super Voyagers from Aberdeen to Penzance. This is the UK's longest train journey. It takes over 13 hours to complete, and I'm going to be riding in standard class. I am very much looking forward to it. Hey everyone, G Loves Trains here. I've just checked out of the Premier Inn here in Aberdeen, and it is nearly time for me to do the long ride from Aberdeen to Penzance. It's one of those train rides, it's just got to be done, right? Especially now since, as of the May 2025 timetable change, this service is no longer going to be running all the way through to Penzance. It is going to be cut off at Plymouth. So yeah, I'm getting in there whilst I still can. I am just making my way to Aberdeen station, and I will pop to the shop and get some food and drink. There probably will be a catering trolley on the train, but yeah, I'll get stocked up as much as I can. Right, I've got some food and drink. Let's go head on into the station. Well, here it is, the train I'm about to spend 13 hours and 11 minutes on. It's 221-120, at least it's a 5-coach Voyager, and there's still about 20 minutes before it departs yet. But yeah, you know what, I'm going to head on and get myself a seat. Right, I'm on, and I am making this journey today in standard class. I booked about a month and a half ago, and it cost me just £45.75 with a rail card. And yeah, I wasn't going to be paying over 120 quid more to go first class, because that would have cost me £168.95. But when you book your ticket on CrossCountry's website, you can't select the exact seat you wish to reserve, but you can put like your preferences in. So I put forward facing window seat, and what seat did I get given? That one right there, that backwards facing aisle seat. But that seat is in this section at the back of coach C, which also has some completely unreserved seats. So I have just sat myself down in one of those. Somebody else can sit in my reserved seat if they so wish, but yeah, I'm going to get myself settled down here. Got a fold down table, plug socket down here, nickel hook up there, and a window blind. Happy days. And so the long journey began. We departed Aberdeen on time at 08:20, and the train wasn't all that busy. There were still a good few seats available. Now this 13-hour 11-minute journey will see us making 39 intermediate stops before arriving into Penzance at a scheduled time of 21:31. I am also glad to be sitting on the left-hand side of the train, as I'll be able to see the coastal views. I did actually have a ride along the Dundee to Aberdeen line yesterday and the day before, but I am once again going to admire these views. So it turns out the whole of Coach B is unreserved on this service. I mean, I'm happy in this seat now, but yeah, it is handy that. Just got myself a coffee off the trolley, cost me £2.40, and I do love these cross-country cups, you know. I have already got one of these in my train cup collection, mind you. We're just making a stop at Dundee, and I've already been on this train for over an hour. So yeah, I'm over a 13th of the way there. Honestly, it's flying by. I'll be in Penzance in no time. From Dundee, we entered onto the Dundee to Edinburgh line, and once again had fantastic views as we crossed over the River Tay on the Tay Bridge. It's a 2.75 mile bridge that brings the train out at Wormit in Fife.
Unfortunately, I'm running very low on hot drinks. In fact, I think I've only got enough hot water left for a couple of cups, and then that'll be me out of hot drinks. So, probably best if you're needing anything off the hot drinks, I will be coming back to hopefully after Edinburgh. But for the time being, is a soft drinks and snacks service located in coach F at the front end of the train.
A few minutes after calling at Inverkeithing, the train passed through North Queensferry station, and just after that, the train was surrounded by more breathtaking views. We are entering onto the Forth Bridge now, which is going to take us over the Firth of Forth from North Queensferry to South Queensferry. And I had a day last year riding trains in Fife, and I got off at North Queensferry and went to have a look at the Forth Bridge from the ground. And yeah, it is an amazing structure. We've just pulled into Edinburgh Waverley. We do sit on the platform here for 14 minutes, and quite a few people have just gotten off the train, but equally I think quite a few people are waiting to get on. I can feel my legs starting to tighten up, so just giving them a stretch. And the train is running along the East Coast Main Line now, so we've got some more beautiful sea views out there. And we are now crossing the border from Scotland into England. It wasn't too long ago since I was out there having a walk along the Berwickshire coastal path to the highest point in England. It was a lovely walk, that one. Upon leaving Berwick upon Tweed, the iconic Royal Border Bridge carried us over the River Tweed. At Newcastle, the Voyager became full. Not full and standing, just full. We crossed over the River Tyne on the King Edward VII Bridge, which is one of the 7 bridges here in Newcastle. And again, this is another railway bridge I absolutely love travelling along. So I was just thinking, the longest ride I've had with CrossCountry prior to this one was the one I had from Manchester to Paynton, which took just over 5 hours. And towards the end of that journey, I did start to become a bit restless, and I was kind of happy to get off the train when I did. So yeah, I thought I may end up feeling the same way being on this train today. But do you know what? I've been on here for over 5 hours now, and I'm feeling great. And if you're wondering what poster's up in the toilet, it's a Whip My What My Gate one. Still need to go to Whip My What My Gate. The service was pretty much on time as we began running along the route between York and Bristol Temple Meads, which is known as the CrossCountry route. We're just on the approach into Sheffield now. The time is 14:51 and I think Sheffield actually marks the halfway point. As if we're halfway through the journey already. I have pretty much just spent the whole time looking out of the window. As long as I've got a window, I'm entertained. But I have also brought a word search book with me just in case I need it. So yeah, might do some of those soon. I gave my legs a quick stretch as we were pulled in at Sheffield before my next neighbour boarded. I enjoyed looking out to the greenery as we made our next couple of stops at Derby and Burton-on-Trent. Yeah, it sure looked like a lovely day out there. Trust the weather to warm up as soon as I decide to spend the whole day on a train, eh? We were due to have an 8-minute wait here at Birmingham New Street, but we are a few minutes late pulling in. But the usual thing that happens at Birmingham New Street is happening now. Lots of people are getting off the train and lots of people are getting on it. Again though, it wasn't full and standing on the train after leaving New Street, it just remained full. The next stop is Bristol Temple Meads and my mate Soapy Muffins is in Bristol today and she has asked me if I want her to drop anything off for me. But to be honest, the only thing I'm in need of right now is a leg massage. Yeah, it's been a while since I've stood up, but yeah, I'm soon to see how stiff my legs are.
Bristol Temple Meads, there is a bit of congestion in Bristol Temple Meads station. A few services are just leaving now.
Instead of having a 15-minute wait at Temple Meads, we only had a 3-minute one. But I did have a bottle of water dropped off for me and we left on time. I had a great chat with my neighbour during the next 45 minutes. We talked about Cardiff and the Valleys and scenic train rides we'd had. But from us being back on schedule time-wise, we ended up being 11 minutes delayed arriving into Taunton. The delay went up to 12 minutes, but started to drop back down as we reached Exeter. The views are sensational along the Exeter to Plymouth line. We ran right alongside the River Exe to where it meets the sea, and then right next to the Dawlish sea wall, which runs from Dawlish Warren to Dawlish. I definitely need to walk along that wall one day. Well, it's 10 to 8, we're just leaving Plymouth. I'm going to be travelling along the Cornish main line all the way through now to Penzance. And with this service being cut back to Plymouth in a few weeks from me making this journey today, I did expect it to quieten down a lot on this train because yeah, it has been full pretty much the entire journey so far. And happy days, I can stretch out a bit more now because yeah, most people did get off at Plymouth, a few people got on. But yeah, it is the quietest it's been the whole journey. We're just crossing over the River Tamar on the Royal Albert Bridge. Look at that flowing water. Got the start of the sunset there as well. Oh, it's beautiful. One hour to go. We're at the penultimate stop of St. Erf. Oh, so close. Got just 10 minutes left, and once we leave here, I will try and spot St. Michael's Mount, although it is pretty dark out there now.
Our next and final quarter point on this service will be Penzance.
Nah, can't say a thing.
Thank you all for travelling with us today, and wish you all a safe onward journey.
And here we are, we've made it. Hello Penzance. The train arrived in 3 minutes late. Oh, it feels amazing to be here right now, and also to get some fresh air. I think I need to get a bit of movement back in my legs though. So yeah, I'm gonna head on now to my hotel. Ah, that's handy. The Premier Inn is right across from the station. Ah yes, I am ticking off another Premier Inn whilst I'm here. I feel such a sense of achievement right now after having ridden all the way from Aberdeen down to Penzance. And do you know what? I thought I would be knackered out after having spent over 13 hours sitting on a train looking out of the window. But I'm really quite awake. I feel great, honestly. I'm so glad I got to ride that service before it goes. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye bye!